Fam, what's up with you guys, man? I hope you guys are having a blessed and wonderful day. Back with Faith and Hoops Journal, Ep.3. It's gonna be a quick word, but it's gonna be some words of encouragement for maybe someone out there today who's maybe dealing with like any kind of situation where you don't really know how things are gonna turn out, right? You don't really see the full picture of everything, but all you got is just faith. All you got right now is just that faith that you have right now, and you're just hanging on to it. This might be some words of encouragement for you. And so I want to take it to Romans 8:28. You may already be familiar with it, but in case you're not, I'm going to read it for you. It says, "For though we know that all things work together for the good of those who love God, who are called according to his purpose." And so the thing that we can take away from this is that, when we're walking in our purpose, we're walking in our assignment that God has given us, no matter what challenges and things that you may face or we may face, God is going to make a way. He's going to make a way. It says that all things work out. And here goes the thing. Like, I'll be the first one to tell you, like, you never really know how or what that's going to look like, but that's where faith really comes into play. That's where it's going to cause you to have to really just trust God and just know that he knows what he's doing, and he knows exactly what you need, and he knows exactly how to get it to you. And everything that happens to you is going to work out for your good. And it may not seem like it in the moment. It can seem like very crappy, like the stuff that you're going through can seem very crappy in the moment, but it's just having that mindset that it's all going to work out for your good. And sometimes it could be like doors closing, people, relationships ending, stuff like that. Like, you never really know. And just the way some things turn out and how some things happen, it just makes you wonder, like, why did this happen? Why is this me? But it's like, you just got to shift your mindset and just say, you know what? I don't know why this situation happened, but according to Romans 8:28, all things are going to work out for my good. No matter what I go through, no matter how it happened, no matter what happened, all things are going to work out for my good. It's just having that mindset that, things happen, challenges happen, life happens to you. And there's no getting away from that. But that's just those times where you just have to look to the Lord, man, and just really, really lean heavy on him, because maybe it happened to bring you closer to him. Maybe it happened so that he can get your attention a little bit more. Not saying that everything happens by the hand of God, but maybe he just allows it to happen to just trying to get closer to you and just get your attention. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm not saying that everything happens by the hand of God, but he may just allow it just so he could get closer to you, so he can finally get your attention. Because sometimes it takes us being disrupted out of our comfort zone for God to really get our attention sometimes, if that makes sense. We could be so stuck in a little comfort zone that sometimes it takes that disruption to really get our attention. And it's really a mercy more than anything, because God's trying to help you. It's him giving you grace because he's trying to help you. So don't look at it as like a bad thing, but look at it as like a good thing. That's why I said it's all about perspective. It's all about changing your perspective and just changing your mindset and just leaning on this verse and saying, I don't know why this happened, but I know everything's going to work out. I don't see all the answers, but I know God is going to work everything out. I might not have all the pieces right now, but I know that God's going to work it out to where I do have the pieces. And I just got to keep taking step by step by step, and just step in boldness and step in faith and step in courage, and just keep going, in the assignment that God gives you. Just continue to just move in your purpose. And that could look like you're just helping people constantly, and you might not be seeing the fruits from it immediately, but that doesn't mean to stop, but that just means to keep going. You might be helping people and people just doing you wrong, but it's going to work out for your good. It's going to make you a better person more than anything. just don't get knocked off the path. Just don't get distracted by all the other stuff. And just understand and just have faith and believe that God has your back and God has the best interest in your life, and He's gonna work everything out. And like I said, I'll be the first one to tell you, I know how it feels to really not just be just in this place of just lostness. You really just don't know what's gonna happen next. You really don't know what the next step is. You really don't know what's next. And that's when faith really is gonna have to come into play. Because that's where that walk by faith, not by sight really comes into play right then and there. Because now, going off of your sight, it looks like there's no way. Going off of your sight, it looks like everything is just pure chaos and destruction. Is just there's no way. But that's why you have to walk by faith and not by sight. It can seem like everything is just going downhill, but a lot of times the devil is just trying to just throw up a smoke screen to try to just get you to just give up on the promises and just make you lose the faith and just get you to quit. And so he just kind of like puts a little smoke screen in front of you to try to throw you off. But once the smoke clears, you'll see that God always had a way for you, and God always had already made that way for you, and that God always was going to work it out for you once everything clears. And so you just have to just have faith and trust God. And so really lean into Romans 8:28 when you need a verse. I know I was reading Steph Curry's Shot Ready book, and that was a verse that he mentioned inside his book of just the one that he leaned on in situations of uncertainty. And so if you're if you're in that situation right now, I'm here to tell you, man, just really lean on this verse and that God's going to work it all out. And just don't give up, don't quit, don't lose faith, don't lose hope. A lot of people in the world lose hope. A lot of people in the world give up on God right before the breakthrough. Don't let that be you. This is bigger than you. It's for the people attached to you, it's for your family, it's for everyone. And so don't give up, don't quit, keep going. Romans 8:28, lean on it. Catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.